Texas has just absolutely got to control the clock, keep running the ball well, and not let Sam Darnold and Rojo and Stephen Carr on the field. Because what's going to happen is that USC offense with that much balance, especially that they showed against Stanford with 300-plus rushing yards and 300-plus passing yards, what they've effectively said is that you can sell out to stop either one, the run or the pass, and we're fine with that. The other one's just going to take over. So if you want to put 9 guys in the box to stop the running game, go for it. That leaves you 2 guys to stop Darnold and his wide receivers. If you got to drop 6 into coverage, fine, but now you got 5 guys to stop Carr and Ronald Jones. And that's going to cause you problems, especially because the Texas secondary, aside from one guy who's been very explosive, has a lot of non-offensive touchdowns, has a lot of question marks. And Herman even pointed it out after San Jose State that, man, if San Jose State was even a little bit better, they could have had plenty of opportunities to take advantage of them. So you're going to probably need extra help stopping the passing game, and you might not have the guys to do it if you can't contain Ronald Jones and Stephen Carr in the running game. So your first line, your best defense might be a productive offense. And so I know a lot of folks are talking about how Herman likes to run tempo and do these sorts of things. I kind of wonder if maybe he should get away from that. I know it's probably not good to get away from what you've practiced and what you're comfortable with, but you might want to find a way to slow the game down if you're Texas, or really hope you can stop USC's running game with 5 defenders up front and still have 6 back in passing, or vice versa. But it's going to be tough to slow USC down if you're Texas. So you've got to slow the game down for them.
Shane Buechele and Sam Ehlinger are listed right now as co-starters on the depth chart for Texas. So Tom Herman playing a bit of the shell game with the quarterbacks, probably knowing who he's going to start against USC, but forcing Clay Helton and company to prepare for 2 quarterbacks. And then also he is a quarterback in Gerard Hurt, who used to be the Texas starter, but has been moved to wide receiver in the last couple of seasons, waiting in the wings, who's taken some snaps at Wildcat and can throw the ball a little bit, but obviously was moved to wide receiver for a reason. I've seen him play, and yes, he's an athlete that should not be playing quarterback. Buechele, I think, is a pretty decent quarterback. He's played well in the games that I've seen. I have not seen Ehlinger, who is a freshman, although I saw him play a little bit. Buechele got the start against Maryland. That's when they put it up 53 times. Inexplicably, they did get behind, but there was plenty of football left to be played. A lot of special team scores, just an odd game with a lot of fumbles and tipped balls for interceptions and wild plays in which they never did catch up to the Terps in that one, 51-41. On the flip side, we were talking about trying to take advantage of USC defensively, and you would think Tom Herman and his offensive staff have devoured the Western Michigan tape in which they were able to run for 263 yards against USC. Different setting, different personnel, different situation, but still, this is Texas talent versus the best talent in the MAC, but it's still the MAC versus Texas talent. And as you outlined, Chris Warren, one of the elite running backs, potentially, if he gets enough touches, can stay on the field, which has been a big issue in his early career, stay on the field against USC.